the Mineral Resources Ministry says it's holding a summit to review the Minerals Petroleum Development Act, but at least one of the groups in the sector say they'll boycott that event. The Mining Affected Communities United in Action say they believe the summit will not be properly held and will not really consult people. Meshack Mbangula is the National Coordinator of Mining Affected Communities United in Action. Meshack, good afternoon to you. You're invited to the summit as I understand it. Surely it's important. Why are you boycotting it?
Okay, firstly, before this, we were trying to engage the Minister, DMRE, to try and engage in the amendment of this MPRDA legislation to suit the community needs, to make sure that we can hold these multinational companies accountable and make sure that we have free, prior, informed consent legislated in these laws. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And now he hastily convened this summit, because now he knows that he's facing the legal challenges in the 6th Parliament, because he didn't really fail to amend this MPRDA from 2012 till now. And in 2017, he indicated that he wanted to unilaterally, so without engaging us, to want to amend the MPRDA legislation, which that itself, what it does, it really makes sure that it suppresses the issue of true judgment from the court, which is where initially stating that he must involve the national communities in amending this law so that it can suit this. And again, the Mutlante high-level panel, again, who really amended that this law must be amended to suit the community. Human Rights Commission as well recommended that this should be amended, but unfortunately it fell on the deaf ears. And now he is calling this summit with unknown stakeholders. And we as communities, we are going there to be given one platform, only one platform to talk about amendment. And we've got a lot to talk about. Okay. So we feel that it's a ticking box here.
All right. Meshack, I understand that. But the system, with the court system and the commissions that we have, is actually designed to make sure you're a part of it, right? So he's having the summit, you say only because he has to, that's only because the ministry has to, that's your view, fine. I'm sure there's a disagreement on that. But shouldn't you now be part of the summit? How can you be heard if you don't raise your voice inside the discussion?
You see, if we've been to this summit, we know that, and it's a ticket box. That is, we have engaged him, and in many instances, like we have given them their charter, people's mining charter, to say this is what we want. And when you check the charter, there's nothing in that charter. So in the very same thing, we are aware very well that he wants to suppress the communities because it will be businessmen and other stakeholders, and our voice won't be heard. We want to be able to sit with the DMRE to say this is what we want, not confuse us, dilute us with a lot of people. And at the end of the day, you'll be, as we know very well, that his interest is with businesses and with investors and not with the communities. We are bearing the brunt of having these companies, polluting and everything. So the law, the MPRDA must be given enough time with the communities to amend it according to what communities want. Not call us in a confused, situation where you just have to speak and then take a post that is a part of it. We need to sit down, and we have challenged the Portfolio Committee for Mineral Resources and Energy. And we have challenged the Parliament to say, look, these are the issues. We have given them information reports of what is happening, and so that we can be able to amend what is happening with the, because there's non-compliance with the multinational companies. But that is still fell on the deaf ears.
All right. Meshack, so I hear you on that. There are other things to this. So the Minister, Gwede Mantashe, I think he said in Parliament fairly recently, if I remember, he's been very critical of communities and activists who try to stop mining, try to stop exploration, try to stop prospecting. Do you believe he's going to ignore communities no matter what happens? Is that your belief?
He has ignored us from 2012. He has ignored us from that time till now. And what will make him change? Because even now, we took 50,000 signatures to Union Building. We took 50 signatures to Parliament, to Portfolio Committee of Mineral and Resources to say, this is what we want committees to see, free, prior, informed consent legislated. And in that case, we wanted a platform where we can engage them. But Portfolio Committee of Mineral and Resources have been accusing communities of not being fair, and we don't know what they're trying to say. But we needed a platform where we can be able to say these are the issues. We gave them a report. We're not just talking. We gave a report of non-compliance from this multinational company, and we needed a free, prior, informed. We needed the legislation to be legislated so that we can be able to hold these companies accountable, and something must be done about it. And as of today, we are trying to take legal actions because we still want to see amendment from our communities done accordingly and be implemented by the both DMRE and communities. But if going to we know his interest, they sleep together with the business people, and going there, it will be just a ticker box, and it will be a big mistake because you will be held to say you were part of that. And you know very well that is in that part, you're not even given enough space to say what you want. I mean, it's a big summit. Business people will be listened to. These people, they give in that.
Right. Meshack Mbangula, thank you. I'm afraid we do have to leave it there. Thank you. National Coordinator for the Mining Affected Communities United in Action.